Right, let's talk about the new normal, life after Wuhan, and everything that's been happening. Good news and bad news. I'll give you the good news first. As you guys know, firstly, England is now the freest country in the world. Secondly, the sheeple who are running our governments around the world are now slowly jumping on the right bandwagon, which is the freedom train. And there are more countries are now joining England essentially by lifting restrictions. Sweden are lifting restrictions, and there are a number of others who are essentially giving up on all these weird policies that they've been doing over the past year or two. Some, this is bad news, are trying to out Jacinda Ardern. Jacinda Ardern. They're trying to essentially trump the authoritarian card that they have against each other. I feel like it's some sort of game at this point. You got just Justin Trudeau on the one hand in Canada, creating weird policies and running away, going in hiding. Then you have Jacinda Ardern, never apologise for anything that she gets wrong, and Queen Nicola in Scotland. Nicola Sturgeon has come out to say that firstly she's going to be extending the lockdown powers in Scotland, and that includes the so-called health passports, because health or immunity passports, these are very good and very healthy, and they are very productive. Yeah, because they definitely worked in any place that they tried to do a trial or pilot. Clearly, they were so effective that Nicola Sturgeon realized, well, the best way I can win the next election is to do the exact opposite of Boris Johnson. That's basically a policy. The SNP government's policy is to do the exact opposite of the rest of the UK, specifically the Westminster government. And it doesn't really matter if this affects people in Scotland or not. If you want to think about the lack of logic in terms of what's been going on over the last couple of years, this is the cost, the wider cost of everything that's been happening. For example, in this country, when we've spent almost £400 billion, the total sum that the government expected to actually spend on these measures, and it grows. It's not a fixed cost. You've had a number of weird programs. For example, £4.3 billion were just lost to these loans and grants that they were giving out. And in terms of, but this is just a cost from the government side, so taxpayers' money. But in reality, there is also direct effects. 660,000 jobs were lost in the hospitality sector. We had £100 billion lost in terms of revenue that pubs and bars and restaurants were making. 34,000 high street shops were closed. And even when you look at the ranking on the right hand side, how we compare UK, overall in terms of the actual net number, number 7, but everything is circumstantial, and things are much better now. Right now, you would think that we should celebrate, not if you are a member of the elite in the Westminster bubble, or right now in Holyrood in Scotland and a number of other places. Look at Mark Drakeford in Wales, same problem. But we are here to celebrate on this channel. We don't care. We are always looking forward to the bright side of the future, and we are always here to give you the good news, as well as fixing the spin of the mainstream media. Now, if you want to do that in person tomorrow, we're going to be in Manchester tomorrow, Friday the 11th. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's signed up. Basically, we sold out, and so I want to remind you guys to check your inboxes. Those of you who have the tickets, because we've emailed everybody the details, the venue details. Check your spam folder in case you haven't received it. But of course, there's a lot of people who've been sending us emails saying if there are any more tickets left. So if somehow you can't make it tomorrow, make sure to cancel it, refund it, and then we'll give it to someone else. But just to be on the safe side, I have talked to the venue. We are now adding a number of extra tickets. I can't remember how many actually. I think it's about 10 to 20 extra tickets now we've added. So I'm going to put the link again in the description. Make sure to book your tickets as soon as possible, if there's any left at this point. But tomorrow, we're going to be in Manchester. It's going to be me. We're going to have Lacey Butcher, the former producer of the channel, joining me. We're going to have everyone's favorite activist, Emily Hewitson. She's going to be with us as well. And of course, Peter Barnes, the political editor of the channel, and on the main website, is going to be joining us, and a new addition to the team as well. We're going to have Benjamin Loughnane of a Bow Group, who's a regular on GB News and Talk Radio. He's also joining the team as the new migration expert and commentator, but also is going to be with us in Manchester tomorrow. So if you want to come see all of us and of course hang out and celebrate the new freedom, the new normal. We do not believe in a new normal. We believe in the old normal. So come on, definitely book it. And if again, check your inboxes, and we're going to be there. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in Manchester. And the rest of you, don't worry. We are going to go around the country. The tour is going to continue, the Tousi tour. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.